Troops, the podcast is brought to you by G4 Claims. If you're involved in a road accident that was not your fault, call G4 Claims on 01698 767 172 or visit them at notatfaultclaim.com. The process is completely free and you could keep 100% of your compensation. Also, Troops, we've got new merch out, so we've got a couple of tees and hoodies, and all the designs are hand-drawn by James Jimmy Kelly. What an artist the boy is. So you can go and find all of that and more at reillysgaff.com. Now enjoy the podcast.
Day-to-day the shit change, but you know for the most part nothing indifferent. Sometimes be stuck in my ways, weekend fucked up in somebody's kitchen, sticking my hand, I'm chilling with the troops and my few cans down, so I walk like Winston. Trust me, I wake up hanging, you hang that I'm leaving this bed, you're kidding, I'm sitting on back in the pad, get deep fried and I smoke some packs of the grass, put the feet up, kick back and relaxing at best, no I'm sitting on Reilly's Gaff.
You're not even gonna be rattling.
Mate, I will be rattling 100%.
What you're doing is sniffling, bro.
Jamie, I don't know what's going on with me today, mate. I'm feeling wild, mate.
Yeah, sniffly boy.
Sniffling, mate. Sniffling away. Mm-hmm. Bad case of the sniffles.
Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst thing you can get, mate, because it just distracts you throughout the full day. How horrible is like when you've got the sniffles, as I do as well, by the way, we're both sniffled up.
This is the sniffle episode.
Yep, this is the episode for sniffles. So
a bad bout of the sniffles. Mate, it might be COVID.
It could be, mate. Well, they're spreading it around.
Jamie has had Jambo's had a few scares with the COVID.
I know you have, haven't you? You actually abandoned the podcast for a week. I want you to answer for yourself.
On fake COVID claims, actually.
I know. Omicron and all that. Who's shouting?
I know. There's a new one out, MITRE.
The
MITRE fucking strain.
My COVID claims were very real and legitimate, thank you boys.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What were your symptoms?
A wee year of family.
All of them?
A wee year of family on the belly.
Wait, what you saying?
All the COVID ones.
All of them? Loss of taste?
Mm-hmm.
Loss of hearing?
That too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get any weird... Obviously you had COVID, didn't you?
Mate, I didn't feel a symptom, but I just tested because my man and dad had it.
How many times you had it?
Well, my household has had it like 5 times and I've had it once.
How funny is it? I was the cunt to like phone cunts and be like, it's happening, mate. Bad news.
So were you... so I never got one of the calls. Everybody I know worked for them.
It's weird though, because I remember like... Oh, mate, that was such a funny time in my life, mate, making quizzes. How funny is that? I know, actually, mate. Making quizzes.
I imagine your quizzes to be superb, bro.
Mate, I don't know. I'm a bit of a weird guy, mate. I think I'll enjoy a bit of... I'll enjoy making quizzes. Facts about the world.
Because you learn yourself while doing it.
You do learn it.
So were you asking about like the King of Moldova? Was it like quite a high brow one, or was it a bit Olympics? Not.
I was like... See, to be fair, I was kind of copying classic formats of quiz questions, mate. Like, general knowledge things like, what's the alcohol ingredient of a mojito? Stuff like that.
Aye.
Stuff you go, I should know that.
That's party stuff, mate. What is the main fruit used in gin? You're like, it's like Jupiter or something.
Jupiter. Right, Jupiter, not Saturn.
Sadie, write Jupiter down. Right. I know it's Jupiter. Alright, hen. Write it down if you want to win this fucking quiz. Imagine you were a pure serious like quiz guy.
Do you think...
I'd love to get into that because there's nothing that beats a quiz. So you get having a mad team name that.
Mate, that's the new high.
Inter quiz men.
What would our team name be? We need to come up with something. We need to come up with something quite witty.
Well, mate, I made our fantasy Premier League today, and I called it La Liga. I was like, why did I do that? I was trying to do La Liga.
Mate, do you know when I seen it, I was like, what? Like, I didn't even know. I was like, well, that can't be. That's like Romanian or something. I mean, I tried to scroll past it.
I'm getting hacked or something. Mate, it just doesn't go at all. I think I wrote out a few different things. I tried to make it Bundesliga. I try to make it like
copyright.
You know what I mean? It was just I just couldn't do it. I imagine we just go with it like Bundesliga.
The Bundesliga.
Always are like Dortmund.
Mate, imagine like the people who are like who win that. what kind of guys are these people?
the
Do you know what I mean?
hands.
Like, see how each season it's like, right, like there's obviously you're in a mad league and blah blah blah. See like the overall rankings, like the top 5. There should be a documentary on they guys.
You're fucking like a mad geek, great mate. You're like that. Oh, does he still start for
Dan Burn? Well, obviously I want to know if he starts, mate. Newcastle have a big overhaul, mate. I need to know about Dan Burn's situation.
Yeah, have you seen my team? I
don't need to see your team,
I
mate.
forget what I even called it. I called it Alan Brazil's 11.
Aye.
Alan Brazil's
Interesting
11.
choice, mate.
I don't know. I was in work. I was sweating. I was tired. I was sniffling.
Yeah, we are sniffling.
See when you sniffle, right? So when you go to the sniffles. See when you go to blow your nose. Do you just keep hankies in that in your motor?
Do you know what? I don't. But when I do, I feel very like I've got my life together, don't know, just in case. Got hankies.
Aye, mate, no, I've got hankies in my motor at all times. Like, see when I go sit and play, right, see this thing that you lift up in the middle of, like, between 2 seats. See when I go to a place, Starbucks, Subway, McDonald's, Starbucks again, went twice. I always get a wee hornfee and I keep them in there and they're all flat. So I just lift that up and I pull them out like it's a box of hankies, mate. Sometimes if I'm feeling, I'll go and get the real ones, the double ply, soft on the nose ones. But I usually, it's just kind of ones scavenge for places. But do you know the worst thing about when you get the sniffles? When you go to blow your nose on a hanky that you think's like dry and it's got sniffles in it already.
I used Sniffler.
Oh, mate, it just doesn't feel good. It feels like putting clays on when you're just out the shower or something.
Mate, how funny is it, like, having a bad bout of the sniffles and, like, walking about sneezing and all that and, like, pure it's like, all like, running down your eye. You're like, you feel like an absolute midden, bro. Mate, see how you're talking about, like, stuff in your motor? I was hail hailing at the weekend, mate. I'll be honest, Trips, I was shouting hail quite a bit.
Screaming it?
I was screaming it. I went with Donicky, went in his motor right up to the stadium.
Hell.
Mate, thanks to Donicky for taking me to the flag unveiling. But no, it's funny, mate.
Flag unveiling.
They unveiled the flag, mate. They just showed us it. They didn't put it up.
That's what it looks like.
Look, there's the flag. Come back next week.
We're gonna get it soon.
Stay till the end of the game and see it get fucking raised, baby.
The rinsing cunt for tickets.
Aye.
No, you need to come next week to see the flag unveiling. We unveiled it last week for a third time, but we're actually going to bring it.
Mate, do you know mate, how mad's this at the game? Nobody won the windfall, if I'm mistaken.
How's that possible?
I don't know. A glitch in the matrix.
So is it like 62,000 to 1 or whatever Parky does? 60,000
well,
to 1?
no, everybody buys a ticket.
That's what I mean. How's that possible then? Or is it just that they didn't collect
Yeah,
it?
what do you think that gig pays, mate? Before I tell you what happened after the game, much do you think that pays, mate? Like being the windfall woman? Do you know what I mean? You ever seen a windfall guy?
Oh, the sailors. I thought you were talking about the guy that's like D for donkey.
No, D. No doubt.
Oh, 7
every one of them should just be animals, the phonetic alphabet.
Aye, because you could do it. Let's do it.
A lot of them are, actually.
Aardvark.
What would you call it? Banabi monkey? Is that a thing?
Oh,
Can we confirm that?
no.
Just passed up bear.
Bonobo.
I
bonobo.
I'm trying to flex early on.
It's a bonobo.
Bonobo, come on,
Mate, listen.
Couple of A's, a couple of O's.
Mate.
What's a couple of A's and O's between two pals, mate?
I'll give you it.
Mate, you gave me Bonobo. What did I even say?
You said Barnaby.
Burnaby, mate.
Barnaby.
Wee Burnaby.
But aye, so tell me about this hail hailing sesh.
So I was hail hailing quite subtly, but at the same time quite aggressively, I would say, for portions of the day. I remember me and Donicky blazing, bro, in the game. No, it's so funny, but like, I wasn't mad with it, right? But see, I was thinking how funny it is going to a game wrecked, right? And like, you're watching it and you're like, oh, well, it feels like a game of FIFA or something. See, when you're wrecked, try to watch it. Like, I remember being mad with it at games and just like sitting, not an away game, because I think that's a different thing, but see, going to like a home game or like a game at Hampden or something, and you're sitting and you're looking at the pitch and it's pure green, you're pure, fuck man, shit. But you're like, you're no actual, I don't feel like you're taking in the game.
It's raining a wee bit now. Champions League night, you're pissed, mate. I used to go to the game pissed. I used to go with boys for Tollcross and go to the Boozer before, or go to the park or something and actually get wrecked and then go to the football. And then I always just wanted to leave the full time, mate.
Aye.
Like Celtic beat Rangers 5-0 to win the league, and I left at 60 minutes. Not.
Boo, mate.
I know.
Mate, if you're sitting in my extra, mate, you getting. Imagine like how. Imagine you trying to like squeeze by me at the game. I'm like, where you fucking gone? How funny to be somebody done that to you. Yeah, where the fuck you gone? Mate, cunts. There's got to be cunts that do that.
Mate, I don't care about Celtic that much anymore. like.
What are you saying, mate?
It's not like it's just like
Get some holy water in here for this boy.
Replace me.
Take that back.
The thing is, right?
Get nuts, sorry.
I love the Celtic. I do love the Celtic. I am a boy, but it's like cunts take it too far, mate. We were talking earlier on about that mad certain person on Twitter that's like that mad Celtic person.
Aye.
It's just everything, bro.
Mate, how funny is this? Somebody phoned in Super Scoreboard and was talking about Starfelt going to Celtic Vigo for
Aye.
that Jacinta. And
What, an old guy?
Aye, no, he phoned in and he's like, Starfelt's a good player, but you know, fair dues to him if he's chasing his wee girly. And he kept saying girly. And I was like, how is that a part of anybody's vocabulary for like that? He's wee girly. And it was almost, I could hear the H after the G. He was like, girly.
But see, the thing is, that is adorable, I know.
Mate, I remember being on holiday and somebody like being like a group of, let's see how we've spoken about, mate, the holiday friends, mate.
Oh.
Legendary.
Aye.
Fucking packed of people, mate.
Daniel Fernverness.
Doncaster and that. You're like, you're the fuck that, man. You know where Canberra's Lang is? They're like, what, mate?
Wait, who's young team saying good?
But I remember like talking to them and I must have said girl. And they were like, say that again. And I was like, girl. And I was like, oh man, that sounds so. There's some words that are
Do you wanna know
so
why?
Scottish sounding.
Want to know why?
Girl.
Mate, I heard the other day at my sister's wedding. Congratulations to Sarah Kelly.
We need to talk about this wedding, mate.
The wedding was excellent. Quickly before I forget, the reason that Scottish accents stumble over so many words, I heard this from a Gaelic teacher, is because the Scottish accent, the Scottish voice is naturally built to speak Gaelic. So, like our ancestors and that, see, we sounded pure fluent. Like, not how in Spanish it's pure, like Spanish people are like,
They sound like they know the language better than us.
If we naturally spoke Gaelic, we would sound like that. We would sound like this fits. That's why we're like girl and Carol, not and
Aye, pure stuttering to the end of a word.
Pure odd.
Quite pathetically, actually.
very. say red burglar alarm, please.
Red burglar. Oh no, I don't say that like that. Burglar.
Say,
Yeah?
I know, it's
Burglar. No,
purple,
I say
innit?
burglar.
It's purple.
It's a bug. There's a burglar.
There's been a
burglar.
There's been a burglar. There's been a burglar. I have been
Mate, we should
burgled.
start a mass show and it's just kids getting burgled.
There's been a burglar.
I'm getting burgled. But mate, how much would you shit yourself if somebody actual like 3 cunts came? I always think about that. See, when I see videos of that, I'm like, imagine you're just like, imagine you go home for you, right? And you're lying in your bed and you're like, fucking what, come on, man, if I set my alarm and that, you just see cunts actually going through your door with a hammer and that, you're like, what the fuck? Stop it. Mate, what in...
Mate, I've been burgled and I was in the house and I slept through it and they took shit out of my room.
No,
I swear to God, mate, they took a Stone Island jacket and a mad Napa Giri hoodie out my room. It was the shit that was hanging on the door, but I just never seen them again.
The
And-
audacity to come in a sleeping man's room and
Mate,
steal his stuff.
Well, I was a boy, mate. I was a boy. I was,
little
I
boy?
was 16 or something.
young-
I was a small boy, man.
Mate, you thought you were a man probably at the time, but
Oh,
you were
mate.
just a little boy.
Mate, I still had the hatchet and that. I had the
Aye?
hatchet. I'd probably came in, clocked the hatchet and boosted.
Aye, shat it.
Shat it.
Shat it for a hatchet. Mate, imagine shite it for a hatchet.
16-year-old with a hatchet.
Mate,
bro.
no, it's unreal. I've been fucking watching. There's a YouTube channel called Scheme. Have you seen? Do you know what I'm talking about?
You've told me about it.
Mate, I don't know why. See how what we were talking about, like the slideshows, they like cunts for like young teens back in the day. We're like, he looks mental. like somebody else comes up with a mad, and he just looks. Just get this crazy energy, and you can see it through the picture. You're like, no, he's nuts. He's got a
looks
hatchet. He's got a hatchet and like fucking. A taser or something nasty.
Always get nasty.
You're like,
shit,
oh
mate.
fuck that, mate. It's just like that, and it's telling you like about the history, like mad schemes up Clyde Bank and all that, mate. It's madness.
And they
I don't
look
even know. I don't, mate. How much would you say you're familiarised with Clydebank, mate?
0%.
Mate, when I'm there, I might as well be in England. I'm no joking, bro.
It looks like something like that, mate. I went the other day to pick Morgan up. She was watching something at like Paisley Town Hall or like their Mad Royal Concert Hall or something. No, Paisley, sorry, Clydebank.
Mm-hmm. They got a concert hall in Clydebank?
Mate, well, it is. You drive through Clydebank for it, and it's like right out in the main road, mate. But it looks like fucking Brussels or something. It's like a mad. Know how that mad marble kind of like bricks that you get outside like John Lewis? No, it's just them 2 lanes of road, big mad wheel. I don't know. I was just there. Fuck's this in Clydebank,
mate?
It's honestly,
it's a mystery of a place, bro.
It is, mate. I don't know anything about it apart from lovely Mr. Dockery's for there. That's all I know about it, mate.
I mate, that is the only thing. But it's about all these schemes, mate. It's unbelievable.
I need to watch it,
mate. I need to send you them. It's meh. Oh. It's all like, but the mate, and it's pure like. But the reason he turned on him was because he shagged his bird or something. Then it's pure shows you them pure.
The goss.
It's madness, bro. It's madness.
Juice, bro.
Oh yeah, we better watch what we want to watch actually.
Right.
Because the laptop, we're in a situation with the laptop here.
Yeah, it's
so have you seen, just pull up the first link, I think.
Right, okay. Was that the TikTok?
Actually, pull up the second one, the Twitter one. Aye, have you seen this mad guy, mate? Like the mad soldier, the fake soldier message.
Aye, I mean, I've watched all his TikToks. He's fucking mental.
The guy, we'll watch this one, right? Because I just love watching this, mate. Like this is absolute insanity, bro.
By the way, we'll explain just because we half mentioned that we're on a bit of a time crisis with the laptop.
Aye.
It's gone out of charge, so we're going to blast you with videos for a bit and then talk shite.
And then we'll come back. But this is unbelievable, bro.
Mate, it's insane.
Please don't let them forget about me, Claire. Claire. If you're watching this, then either we're old and watching it together, or you're watching it because I wasn't able to keep my promise to you by coming home. I used to think that I was invincible.
Oh, what is that? What shows you?
Mate, have you
It's fucking madness anyway.
Have you
mate.
seen this kind of other videos, mate?
Mate, I sent the other one in. This is the best
the baby one.
No.
The baby in the pool, mate.
No, mate, we need to watch that after this, but this one's unbelievable, bro.
Can tell already.
Can you hear any audio? Aye, there you go.
Brought you daffodils on a pretty string, but they won't flower like they did last spring.
The pills, mate. And shot.
I wanna kiss you, make you feel alright. I'm just so tired to share my
Dad?
nights. I wanna cry and I wanna love.
Why is it already greeting, bro?
His eyes are so
doesn't even-
soulless, man.
He looks like a frog.
He's defo been eyeing some pepper up, bro, before this. Try to get some tears going.
Is it a filter?
It looks like a filter,
It
mate.
does look like a filter.
This bit is...
This is that.
Why is he pure kissing him, mate?
Mate, imagine being the other guy. Why would you agree to that? That's the gayest thing I've ever
Mate,
seen.
he fucking raped him, mate. He raped that guy.
Mate, they were real pills. He'd knocked him out, mate.
Moral than that. Look.
Oh, you need to listen to that, mate. See if you go into his TikTok, go look, just scroll
Shows the
down until
baby.
you see a baby in a mad swimming pool, mate. It's the best ever. This was ages ago. This cunt done this.
I'm going to do it on here because it's easier for me.
Right, okay, clever man. He knows what he's doing.
He does. It really does.
He's no silly. See all this computers and that.
Oh.
Did you see this fucking baby one, bro? This guy's an absolute psychopath. Can I you up, mate?
What?
How did they know? How did they know?
Oh, fuck. The baby.
This is so... right in.
Wait, this one's blowing my mind a bit.
That's got to scar the Wayne.
Mate, I
like 100%.
I seen
is he
this
up to?
ages ago, mate, and this is the one that started up getting him big, because I seen it straight off TikTok. What are we talking here? What have we got here? 3.3 million likes, mate. He popped off.
Do you know why that is? But do you want me to explain to you? Obviously, it's mental, right? A lot of views. Do you want me to explain to you how it's got that many?
Yes.
See videos like that, bro, right? Videos like that. So they don't have a language, right? All you'd need to do is like know what that said, right? There's no words, so it's universal, so everybody understands it, right? And it's like, see, like mad South Americans and all that, they'll be God, this is so beautiful.
Aye.
This is
Different
beautiful,
cultures,
and
mate.
like love hearts
know
and
what?
like rainbows and all that. But for us, we're like, what the fuck is that?
Mate, do you know what that's like as well? Have you ever watched a Darman video?
That's exactly what I'm talking about, mate. That's why he's so.
He's the most, and I seen
The one Cody goes in is so
and
funny,
it's
man.
always that story. See that exact story. It's always like be nice or like don't be greedy. It's always like they've always get mad. So Darman, for people that don't know, have you seen Darman?
I've seen hundreds of down.
It's
so
addictive,
funny.
I'm a
mate.
veteran.
But he said, like, somebody said, why do you use mad English terms? It's like the like pure broken English all the time. Like it's in the script for them to say like, because being nice about money is nice to be like. It's all weird, and it's like because everybody that watches it, he's like 89% of my viewers are like non-English speaking people. It's all Africa, India, South America, like you say, mate. They just love it. They're just like, shouldn't be greedy. Like,
This is beautiful, Lord is life.
Oh, I
like,
think
oh
it
man,
is.
like,
I think it's daft.
I love
I
life.
think it's daft people.
I think they just don't have the same. They don't find stuff cringy. I found that in Vietnam, mate. Nobody there's no like cringe thing there.
Aye.
Which it sounds very simplistic, right? Because you're like, obviously there's a mad thing in Scotland, but it's like, oh no, look at that cunt. It's very like a mad defensive sort of like, oh, like
Aye.
look at him, like because you see something that like shocks you, what you think's normal, and you're like, what the fuck?
Aye.
But then there they just like. There's no a culture of being like embarrassed. They're more embarrassed about like saying to you like, I don't know, just like normal stuff. Like they don't find like Mind, I told you they fucking wanted me to sing
Aye.
and all that.
Aye, they were
Like,
just like, aye, you were telling me about that.
And like they wanted me to be the mad foreign teacher that was like on the stage, and they asked me to sing fucking R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly. And I was like, they're like, you're a handsome teacher, you can sing R. Kelly. You know the R. Kelly? And I was like, aye, I know him.
Robert Kelly.
I don't think you know him, mate.
I know him. The fact that you're asking me to sing this, I know him better than you do.
Aye, 100%.
But I think, see, every time you talk about Vietnam and the kind of the general vibes around the shop, I always think it's very suited to you.
Aye.
I think you're quite like that. You're quite like.
Imagine we moved to Vietnam but just done the podcast for there. That would be insanity,
It's a
mate.
dream, bro.
Mate, the people you meet there are
Imagine
so funny.
the content.
Mate, here, so there's a YouTube guy, right, that I was watching before I went to Vietnam, this mad cunt from New York, right? And he was called, like, he had a mad name, like, he was basically making videos, mate, like, going, this is he was recording in class, going, look at the fucking state of this, not, but, like, for New York, and he's like, this is a mad, he was basically saying, this is a mad gig, like, you're just a mad performing monkey here, you're not a teacher and all that, like, just come over, blah, blah, blah. But see, when we went over, I went and met him, right? He was like, oh, like, I'll come meet you, because it's like, everybody lives in Ho Chi Minh or Hanoi, like, so there's a mad community of people, and he was in Ho Chi Minh, and I went and met him, mate, right?
How did you like? Is he like famous? Like, is he?
He's got like he's got like 3,000 subscribers or something, but it's like, it's a mad niche thing where like if you are going to Vietnam, you'll probably get his video. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But anyway, I went and met him, and we had dinner at this mad place, and it was just so weird, bro. And then, but see, they were like polyamorous, so they would like yeah, bro. So the woman, like, he would be like, yeah, I mean, we've been trying to find some chicks to fuck and all that, and I was like, all right. Nice,
bro.
Always respect that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
nice, bro.
when you say that, mate.
Yeah, you try to like a chick to fucking. What is he a chick to fuck?
We're trying to find chicks to fuck. He was saying, so I was
Who
like,
isn't?
mate. But anyway, he was like, when I went out, he was like that here. I've got a weed pen, like, but and I had never been in Vietnam and been baked, so I was like, this is gonna be absolutely like, just an insane feeling.
Aye.
So I remember we were walking back to, he was like, come up, it's up our apartment, like we'll go up and we'll sit and smoke it for a bit and that, and I was like, aye. Because obviously I'm like a wee guy again, know what I mean? It's like my first time getting baked all air again, mate. In Asia.
Has it been a while since you've smoked?
Oh, months, bro, because I've been there months. So I'd been there maybe like 3 months at this point or something, maybe, I think.
Mate, you'd have been running up these stairs to that flat, bro.
Oh, mate, I was fucking like getting a taxi for this and all that. And so we go up, right, and we're sitting about, and like obviously I hadn't smoked bud in ages, and I remember like I smoked this pen, and I was sitting, and I like obviously I started getting baked to my that, and I was like, here, like everybody was sort of like chilling, like lying doing that, and I was like, are they going to try and shag us? Do you know what I mean? Like I started thinking like,
that's all I've been thinking.
Aye, mate, in it, it's like I was like, oh my god, we've walked into a mad sex trap.
Mate, you're the chicks to fuck, mate.
I'm the chicks.
You're the chicks.
I think what I would just become another sort of, I would become a pimp if that happened to me, and they were like, we're going to actual shag yous now, and I was like, I don't want, and they're like, we don't care.
Aye, we don't care about you.
You're getting shagged. Like, oh no.
Oh mate, was the guy?
Johnny, no.
Was the guy handsome?
No, mate. He's massive, bro.
Oh, big boy.
Don't say that, mate. But anyway,
were you into it at all?
what? No, mate. You're nut, bro. You at me? I was pure. It's been a good night, had it, everybody? I think it's getting late now. It's
you're trying to move it into the bedroom, bro?
Should we imagine me sitting back to my nut like in the one they try to do that?
And you're just sitting hanging about shit like.
So I'm like, I would do it, fuck it.
I'll suck his dick.
Getting worked up in my heat. I'll start like, if we all just get into it, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm just sitting pure baked, like talking about something normal. I'm like, should we take us out of the bedroom?
You're the man on this year.
I'm like, what? No.
No, what you talking
I'm
about?
like, you it wanted to, don't lie.
You've been wanting to my head the phone.
You've been up to, you know that.
I've been sucking your dick all night, mate.
Mate, he was talking about, he kept talking about, like, he was quite smart, but he kept talking about, like, mad, well, the fucking West, the fucking, you know, they fucking, they don't think shit of us and blah, 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 and America, blah, 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 and he's talking about all these mad political, and I was just sitting back to my nut, and I was like, I don't know anything you're talking about, mate. And then he was talking about staying in Kathmandu, which is, I was like, he was talking about it, and he was like, yeah, we stay there, and I was like, where is it again? And he's like, Nepal.
As if
I said like, or what chicken made of, or something pure. Yo, mate, what chicken made of? Mate, how funny is that? What shops sell juice again?
What shops sell juice?
The thought that somebody could actually forget, like, what type of shop do I go in to get juice? Like, having to, like, put it on their story.
The funniest thing is hinting that you need to clarify what juice is. You said Coke and Fanta and that.
Like Coke and Fanta and that. Okay. Troops, we have a new sponsor, Excite CBD. Now they're offering high quality CBD and nootropics. We were so excited when they got in touch with us, because you know this is stuff that we're interested in. We're interested in improving our cognitive functions. You know, that's what me and Jimmy are all about. So if you visit excitecbd.co.uk, you'll see a range of products. Now we get a wee goodie bag sent to us full of stuff to try. I've been on them for about 2 weeks, so I've been taking the 1000 milligram CBD oil and the sweets, the gummy bears and the neon rings, and I've also been taking the Tonka Ali and the lion's mane mushrooms, and I have felt like before this stuff starts, you're like, is this really going to work? You hear a lot about it and it's proven, blah blah blah, but you're like, is it actually going to make me feel a difference? Like you get quite skeptical. I can tell you right now, this stuff works. I feel completely different than before I started taking this. So the lion's mane, I feel a lot clearer when I'm speaking. I'm not stuttering over my words as much as I was before. I feel a lot clearer when I'm thinking about things. I don't feel as foggy. It's really weird how obvious it works. The Tonga Ali, wow guys, this is like the closest thing you can get to just taking straight testosterone. I have had I've had a semi for about 2 weeks straight, nothing less than that, but in a good way, as in I'm ready for whatever happens next. Like, I only take that in the days that I'm going to the gym, because it can keep you up at night. It's a total chaos pill, but it's absolutely unreal. This stuff's all safe as well, guys. There's been hundreds of tests. The CBD has relieved my anxiety. I'm sleeping a lot better. I really can't believe how much this stuff works, and I've only been doing it for 2 weeks, and usually you need to wait about 3 weeks to a month before you start feeling it, so I can feel it already. It's mental. Excite CBD are the company to go with for this stuff, guys. They've been featured in Forbes, Men's Health. They've been featured in so many magazines, top 10 lists for the best CBD in the UK. You can go check that out at their website. When you are buying from them, get your wee cart together, get your CBD, get some of your nootropics. They've also got ashwagandha, but I've not been trying that, so I can't really give you an endorsement on that. So you're going to visit the link when you want to order, excitecbd.co.uk/Reilly's Gaff. And then when you go to order, you're going to use the discount code Reilly10, so that's REILLY10, and you're going to get 10% off your order. So this is only for a limited time, so you need to get on this quickly, troops. We're going to get you money off this stuff. We're all going to start feeling a wee bit clearer. Maybe you're on it too much, you want to get your life together, you feel a bit foggy. I'm telling you, try this stuff, get the discount, and get back to us and let us know how you feel, because I feel amazing. Thanks, guys. Troops, there is a new way to order Molly's meal preps. The best meal preps in Glasgow and Lanarkshire. Wow. So, troops, normally you would mail at Molly's meal preps on Instagram. She's still got her Instagram page there. You can go and look at all the lovely food. But to order now, you need to visit mollysmealpreps.com. So that's mollysmealpreps.com. And that'll take you to Molly's brand new website. She's up in the game here. And that is how you order now. So you'll get onto the website, you can have a wee scroll through and read about the macros. You can read about how it's freshly prepared. And then you can hit that order online button, that bastard right there. Hit that bitch. So, troops, I'm telling you, I've been eating this for nearly a year. Now, most meal preps, if you're eating it every week for a year, you would get very bored of it. All I want is more. Give me more, Molly. That's what I'm saying. So now the deal has changed as well, troops. So when you're going to order through Molly on our new website, you are going to enter Reilly's Gaff when you're checking out. So just write Reilly's Gaff at checkout and you're going to get 10% off your order. So there you go, troops. Molly's changing the game here. Get involved. Thank you.
Mate, see when you were talking there about like being baked in Ho Chi Minh, now how that's a mad megalith fucking mental city.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, have you seen this mad city, Jamie? I don't know if you could look it up. It's in China, right? And it looks like, have you played Cyberpunk?
Aye.
Right, type in China Cyberpunk City.
Right,
it's the maddest thing ever, bro. Like, see, I've been getting TikToks of it for ages. It's like Visit King or whatever it's called. I think it starts with a Q.
Is it Qingdao?
I don't.
It is like Chongqing. Aye.
Sean Kingston?
You're way
Sean
too beautiful, girl.
I remember
That's why.
I remember Doric Pierce singing that to him at bird or something. Mate, the thing I forgot to tell you. Doric, if you love that song, Doric, mate, if Doric doesn't even watch, but that's why it's beautiful. Doric, you were singing You're Way Too Beautiful Girl quite a lot.
I was bashing that in my... Mate, I think you might be better looking... See if you type into TikTok, mate. It is that Chongqing, but see if you put it in TikTok. I've been getting these...
Chongqing, I thought it was Qingdao, mate. My mistake.
Mate, I've been getting these TikToks that are like... That are like mad visit this place. You know how you get... In Scotland, 20 miles north of Glasgow, there is a waterfall called the blah, 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 you know.
I love videos.
Getting it for this place, mate, and it is the maddest looking, like... The thing that's fucking me up about it is I've been thinking about how mad China is for, like, building shit. Like,
aye.
Mate, see, if this was in America, that's all everybody would talk about. Click on that first one.
Look at that, man.
and then turn that fucking volume up, mate.
Chongqing Dream City.
It's a dream city, mate. That's what it is.
That sounds good
I
to
want
me.
to go. I want to go.
It's just no for loading.
Visit Chongqing Dream City. That's it. Click that bitch.
Is it not loading?
Um,
God damn. It done that before, didn't it?
Mate, it looks so good. Right.
Whoa.
Trains go through the flats and that.
Looks like a fucking COD map.
Aye, trains. Right. If you've played,
Subway passing with uninhibited houses. Best architecture ever. Actually, this is the 22nd floor. 24/7 shops everywhere.
Bro, we need
Incredible
to go there.
history and luxury places. Elegant and good nightlife. Safest city. You will always
I think
feel
I've
safe.
seen this, mate. I remember
Even if
seeing
you
that bit.
solo travel as a
mate,
woman,
how beautiful
no
is that
one will
place?
bother you.
But mental.
No one.
But like everybody always says like about New York being the mad city that never sleeps. Look at that, mate. That's the fucking.
That could be propaganda, bro.
Do you think that's a lot of shite
No, I better look straight with me, mate.
coming through TikTok?
But I'm a
mate?
dumb guy, mate. I fall for like basic shit still.
Aye.
Mate,
Do you fall for like see if you seen a school note in the floor? Would you be like, yeah, it's going to pick it up?
When then a guy's got a mad fishing hook. How
just like-
funny is that, mate? We should do that.
I would love to do
that's
that.
That's a Tam Shepherd, mate.
Mate, we should. Oh,
Tam
mate,
Shepherd will have
why
that full
don't-
rig out.
Why don't see when we're gonna do a vlog at the Toon with Jambo to show my boot?
Aye,
Ain't we?
some
We're gonna do
Glasgow.
a Glasgow bus tour and that.
Take 'em
Why
to the
don't-
big city.
See the start of that. Why don't we start it at Tam Shepherd's and we all find something to do a wee funny thing with, and then we go on the bus tour and all that, and then we'll have a wee prank. We'll prank some people.
Oh, mate.
See, rather than do it with a score, do you think it's funnier to do it with a pound? Because then it's like you actually picked up a pound.
Aye,
If
a
you
school,
glue
you're
it-
like that. We all would have done it, mate.
Aye.
We done it, we'd have all
Mate,
done
that
it.
day with a $1 bill, man. The famous $1 bill.
Mate, a
You've got
£1
a mad
note.
AIDS bill in your wallet at all times, isn't
Mate,
you?
I remember see the mad guy I was talking about. Mind I always talk about him for work. It's pure. Right, you are really doing the bits new. Like, all that. You are, mate. He would say things to us like, "Oh, fuck, if I was the boss, you wouldn't be here." Like all that shit. Like pure.
Aye.
Oh, fuck me. Any other project I've been on used to be right off the job. No?
Project.
Cause he could not believe that we like wanted to go on our phones while it was like, you what? Yeah, hold on. How can you work and look at that thing? That bloody thing.
And you're playing music
Oh, you'd have
straight
been
into your
long-
ears.
You'd have been long gone.
Long gone.
That's what he used to keep saying. You'd be long gone.
Mate, I love
Mate, have I
that.
ever told you about the mad
big dog
the
and-
wee guy called Candy? And it mate, mate, this wee guy moved up for crew to work with us, right? And he just had a bit of a creepy vibe. He was sound
Why did it? I like the way why he's called Candy again. I like that a lot.
because his name's Andy, but we already had an Andy. So when he came up to work with in the railway. Like, see if you look on the train, see if you look at what's holding the wires up. They're called cantilevers, right? And like they come in all different sizes, all different like measurements to hold the copper wire and this wire. So we would like build them up, but the company that would make them, he worked for them, and we went down there like on a mad mission, right? Me and my supervisor, who was an absolute psychopath, mate. We walked into like a Premier Inn, right? Like down Crew, like we went a drive, and he's just one of these guys that you wouldn't want to be stuck in a motor. Like, now, see if me and you went on a 5-hour drive, we'd be like, this is going to be the greatest 5 hours in the history of hours.
Mate, stop it to Bay Services, not.
Oh, mate, we need to do that services tour. The UK service
Have we spoken
station
about
tour.
that?
We want to go on a, I think we have, but we'll mention it again. We want to go on a tour of every service station in the United Kingdom, I think.
There's about 7,000.
Oh, mate, but we've got long left, mate.
I mean, we can do it.
But
Sorry. So supervisor nut job, 5-hour drive.
So it was Crew's like a 2.5 hour drive, and we're driving down. It's just like, oh fuck. It's somebody you wouldn't want to be stuck with. Just no part of it. I brought a mad pen in. Aaron brought me a mad pen for Amsterdam Bank, and it was a massive joint. Just a pen. Like, obviously, let's see when you're holding it like that. And I went in, and I went
That's
in.
the Tam Shepherds, bro.
Aye, mate.
Hit him with a
Mate,
Tam.
Mate, we are big flexers, and I went in his office one day, and I went to sign something, and I signed something with it, like pure in his eye. Cause I was like walking about pure like, knew I'm gonna like whip it out in front of him and like get a laugh out of him, and I was like pure sneaking it out my pocket and like, and they'd be like, oh, fucking joint. But I went into him and he was like, what's that? I was like, it's meant to be a joint. And he was like, alright, aye. I was like,
no,
it's hilarious, mate. A pen
That's the best joke ever.
a pen that looks like a joint.
In the workplace.
Does it get funnier?
In the workplace, no.
Mate.
Out in normal life, that's a great joke. In the workplace, it's fucking incredible.
It terrifies the life out of me, mate. Before I tell you about this journey, what terrifies the life out of me? See they mad, like you go to Spain and in the mad wee shops that sell like, but the mad buzz pens, mate, like the ones like, yo, do you want to write something down? And then but you give somebody a pen and they like do that and it gives them a mad electric shock.
It's horrible.
What the fuck, mate? Why? That's not alright.
They should be illegal.
They should be fucking outlawed.
Mate, I
we could
thought
go
you-
up and do George Beach and fucking
George Beach.
mind that. We want to make a beach at George Square.
George Beach every year.
We're meeting with the council on Monday. But this journey, so I'm going down there, mate. And I'm in the motorbike. I'm like, this is fucking grim. Anyway, we get there and we go in the hotel, right? And he was just a mad stress head, mate. So we walk in and he was like, alright, blah, blah, blah. I've got fucking 2 rooms, two single rooms booked in, blah, blah. Should be under the company we work for, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no, you've actually been booked. You've been booked in a double room, 1 double room. And he was like, this is the worst hotel I've ever been to in my life. That was his first reply, and I was like, oh my God. Like, it wasn't even their fault. It was like, whoever booked it through the company, like, he's obviously been like, there's 2 of them, just book that fucking double room. And he's like, you get it changed. And I was like, oh my God, man.
See, be fair, I would get that changed, mate. If I was you.
No, but he's first, he wasn't even like that. Like, oh, like maybe what happened, he was like that. See, to be honest, I mean, I think he was like calling it a dump and all that. There's a bloody dump outside. Like he was adding things on it because he was getting annoyed. He was like, fucking shit, fucking car park, fucking shit everywhere. Like, it was just, I was like, oh my God, fucking mate, it's a fucking room.
You expect me eating a beef eater?
Mate, fucking
only get £25 a night.
But we went down there on a mission for our company, and then I don't know if he was scouted or something. He was just a wee guy who worked in there. Anyway, he worked for the company that dealt with the cantilevers. That's what we were doing in crew, dealing with
Bad business deal.
Dealing with a bit of business folk. A wee bit of business folk, alright. But so he came back up, but he just had a mad sort of creepy energy. He's very gentle, but a very creepy man. And he was staying, like, his family didn't move up, so he was staying in a house in like Bishop Briggs, like with a mad woman, like a mad sort of 50, 60-year-old woman.
Right.
It was just her, and she was like renting out a room for him.
Right, okay.
And one day he came into the canteen and he was like, looks like I'll be sleeping here for the night, boys. And we're like, what? And he was like, bloody kick me out. And we're like, what? And he's like, yeah, the bloody woman kicked me out of the house. I mean, and he had to, like, we had like day shift, night shift, day. It was always open sort of that. Because it's like a site and like a project.
And then the rails.
And like, there's videos, mate. There's videos of him like trying to get to sleep in the canteen at night, and like the cunts that are on night shift like take videos going, God damn! And you see him like, and he's like sleeping, and you see his eyes open, pure. Oh, fuck. Mate, but do you know what he get kicked? Do you know what he get kicked out for?
What?
Mate, he done so. He was like, I was just trying to bloody help her. Mate, he done the woman's washing and like hung up her pants and all that, and she was like, don't go through my stuff.
Mate, that is...
Like, must have went into a room and been like, I'm going to do her a little favour. A couple of pairs of knickers.
Oh my God. Oh mate,
I've got a bad case of the sniffles all of a sudden.
sniffly candy.
Oh mate, it was weird, man. But I hope he's alright, man. He's a great guy.
He's a great guy. He was the one that was scared of the tune, wasn't he?
Mate, me and Donny fucking seen Haksabanovic, mate. He was in the motor next to us. That's what I meant to say earlier. We were sitting in the motor, like the traffic coming away from there was craziness, bro. And I was sitting, and he was like, our motors were next to each other, but it was totally like, it was stopped, you know what I mean? But he had these windy doing pure blasting tunes.
Did he?
And
Mate,
me,
he's a
Donny,
mad baller.
aye, mate, he looked like he meant business, mate. I don't know, he had the mad girl and that. But he was sitting pure, his motor was an absolute screamer, mate. But he was sitting, right? And I'm like, Donny, it'll talk about it. Right, but I'm like the type of person that I would not be like, mate.
Aye.
I just don't know.
Don't look now, or else
Mate,
know
what Donny shouted there? We are blazing, mate. Dorky's like that. Haxie, mate. So even he's like a nickname, not me. He's like, Haxie. And he's like, mate, dead on, mate. Just like patching him straight, looking forward. And he's like, I'm like, fuck, don't chat again. He's like, Haxie, hey, come on, or something. I was
Come
like,
on, the hook.
Hi, mate. I was like, mate, he does not want to interact with me and you at this moment.
He didn't even get on the bench, mate. He's out there.
He's out there, man. He's out
I
there.
think he's gone.
But mate,
can I tell you?
Tell me.
Can I tell you a story from my youth?
I love, mate. There's nothing I love hearing more than the Beano fan club, Jamie Kelly, mate. That's my favourite era of Jamie Kelly, where he was the leader and co-founder and destroyer of the Beano fan club, because he did turn on them.
I turned on him. I took it down for the inside, mate. It was an inside job. But so my youth, mate, in Springburn, young lad, young whippersnapper, running about, fucking playing soldiers, and it was Forest Hall, so it was a lot of forestry activities. That's by the by, that's not got nothing to do with what I'm about to say.
You're setting the scene, mate.
See Forest Hall, it's got a big hill that goes down to Edgefield Road in Springburn, which kind of comes back up the way. So see, when we get a storm, we get a big vast expanse of water, like a lake, and you look as far as the eye can see, and all the wains for Forest Hall used to go swim in it.
That's
And
a
it's
got to be an urban myth, mate.
I done it.
It's like Agent Orange, mate.
And all the parents used to sit with rain jackets on, just at the side, hands in their pockets, just watching us all swimming in mad sewer rainwater.
Oh my god.
How grim's that, bro?
That is
That
insanity.
popped into my head the other day because
But was that a family outing? Like, would your dad go down with the towels not that early? Like,
I think this only ever happened once.
right.
And I think
big
when
storm.
it happened, we all went down and we were like, can we like jump about in it? Like, because we had rain jackets on in that.
How deep are we talking?
Mate, as deep as I could swim in it. I'm talking swimming. I
What
was
age?
a young lad. I was probably, I would say, 7.
Right.
So I was 3'5" or something. I was a small boy, but me, my sister, and all the rugrats for Forest Hall swimming about in it. And some of them, most of them, listen to this. The boys I used to hang about in Forest Hall, so they fucking done it and all. Filthy little bastards. But
Little rain rats.
I was about to ask if do you remember doing anything when you're a wee guy? Because see, when I remembered that, when that popped into my head, I was like, that was the most council thing I've ever done.
Aye.
Like, there's mad shit that always pops in my head from my mad days of being a wee fucking
Mate, see, when you're a
tramp.
wee guy, you don't even actually give a fuck, mate. Know what I mean? Like, I was thinking that there was a wee guy, right, and he was walking about with his pal, and he was actual just volleying about, and in Tesco, volleying about his crock, like just picking it up and going. I was like, imagine you're that level of no giving a fuck. Like, that is the level of no giving a fuck about absolutely anything. I would rein it in a bit for that, but that's the level I want to get to. You'd go further.
Genuinely still do that. See, if I'm wearing sliders in Tesco, I kick them up and try and catch them on my feet, and Morgan gets raging. Mate, I like jump on the trolley like a big Wayne, mate, and fucking skid about. I was actually doing some. It was quite dangerous, but I was doing some experiments today in my motor and in my van driving up here. Like experiments of mechanical engineering. I was seeing so I was trying to tell Jamie beforehand, but I couldn't really explain it. I'll see if it works with you, right? Do you know how the straps that you get that go on your hard hat? Mm-hmm. Now the stretchy ones, it's like a rope, like it's like a rope, but it's like heavy stretchy. I was like playing about with that in the van, driving up, like rolling it up, not I mean, making mad cinnamon swirls and that way. Mm-hmm. But then I had the ingenious idea that I would test some metaphysics in the van, and like I like wrapped it around the steering wheel, but like held it as like a big, like it stretched it out so it had a bit of tension on it, and then I was steering my motor just by doing this and this. Like, how insane is that? That's a pure insane thing to do. It was very dangerous, but I was at the start of the experiment. I was like, I had my other horn ready, but see, by the end you can fucking sit back. Like, I had one horn on the mad hang like that, and then the other horn on the mad hang, like steering me. I felt like I was on a mad, like a mad.
You're a scientist, mate.
I felt like I was a mad Unabomber or something.
You Oppenheimer's fucked you, mate.
Ah, mate, I've hijacked my motor, mate. I felt like I hijacked a mad.
You robbed your own motor.
I did, and changed its metaphysics.
Robbing your own motor.
But aye, that's what I've been doing today.
That's what I've been up to with you, mate. Tell us what happened to this wedding, bro. Jamie's sister. And now I want to know, mate, because something to me, mate. See, when you're like, obviously you have a mad relationship with your sister, but it's whatever. But then, like, seeing you're like, they'll get mad, you know, you're like, sure. You know what I mean? Like, see when they're like, were you getting emotion?
Oh, mate.
Were you a bit emotion?
See when
Woke up greeting?
See when
Like that loose fucking that guy. Jamie had grabbed his sister who was like holding him like that.
then the man Wayne crying, mate.
She's like,
Gaff, mate.
get him out.
Mate, he's been doing metaphysical experiments in there, mate.
Just lock him in a room and just leave him be.
No, mate. I was at Usher that, mate. Nobody's ever ushered a thing as well as me there, bro.
Did you usher the
You know,
life of
mate,
it?
see if you had to pick an usher, a guy sits at the door and says alright to cunts.
You were made for that
Mate,
role.
I was born to be an usher, bro. I was just like, oh, Auntie Kathy, oh, it's lovely to see you. No, I was just like, oh, here, you just go in there, any row in the right. No, mate, I was like, just had it locked down.
You're made for that, mate. After knowing you for this long, there's not a role. Like, see if me and Jamie walk into a mad place, like, I feel like if we need to like encounter somebody, so there's like we went to that what was it called? Golf?
No,
it wasn't
Play.
golf. Fair play. Golf thing. I listen.
Aye.
Fair play. We went to that, and like when we went in, like we're so like pure. We have the biggest imposter syndrome ever. Like anywhere we go, like we just assume like everybody fucking knows we're mad tramps. Like we actually, as soon as we walk into a place, we're like, everybody can tell we're mad.
mate, we pure hate ourselves.
I know. Well, they're pure. We shouldn't be here.
We're dirty.
Aye. Like we always feel like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? But when we walked in, like we didn't really know what to do, and like you are very like to the front, like, all right, so what it is, we are
Mate,
just coming in here, and like you're very like you're good at that. You're good at like a first interaction.
aye, I would agree with that, and that's why I knew I was perfect for the role at Sarah's
Modern
wedding.
gentleman, mate.
I mean, the modern gentleman was in fault, mate. I had the kilt on, bro. Mate, that's another thing.
If you ever do like TikTok boxing, if it ever happens, you need to be called Jamie the modern gentleman Kelly.
Mate, it's just me like stoning.
Fighting a mad guy.
It's fighting a mad killer, bro.
Fighting Kaz.
Oh, mate, I'll fucking box. I see that, bro. Kaz gets swung about. No, but I love you, Kaz.
Aye, but tell me about the wedding, bro. You
The
ushered
wedding.
everybody in.
I would just want to say first, a kilt's the smartest thing you can wear. A kilt's the coolest outfit, bro. I want to wear a kilt more often. I actually think it looks like, do you know how when you're a wee guy you're like, fucking kilt? No, it's pure like, see when I was like putting the kilt on, I was like, this is a cool suit. Do you know what I mean? Like this is like apart from a few wee bells and whistles that you don't need on a suit, that like you get a knife in your soak knot and you've got like a waistcoat that just fits pert and you get this big hang, mate, your balls are out in that.
Mate, I think you feel more like I'm part of something. I'm in a mad clan, mate. Maybe that's like the ancestral roots, mate. For wearing the kilt,
it brought it out,
like
mate.
I feel like you walk with a bit more vigour in your step when you've got a kilt on,
mate.
mate.
When you're ushering with a kilt on, you're an unstoppable force.
You're just.
I'm not wanting to say that I was the best hang at that wedding, because it wasn't my day, right? But an usher wearing a kilt.
Did you have a speech?
And Jamie Kelly. I mean, I just walked up, I stood up, I took the mic off my dad like that. My sister's getting married. What have I got to say? Let's do all that. No, I wasn't. But James and Sarah, it was actually the best thing ever. It was like that Beauclair house in Bearsden, and it's like a pure amazing place, mate. There was like an ice cream stall outside. Mate, I was munching Biscoff ice cream. Like they were doing pictures. See how the mad photographer does pictures out on the stairs, and it's like
Mad with ice cream.
Oh, steaming ice cream, bro.
Mad with ice cream is an insane.
Oh, wow.
The belly. What's the belly hinting?
Oh, mate.
You're a belly in this situation. You're seeing the beer coming down.
The prosecco. Oh, a tequila.
Oh, fucking hell.
Right. Okay. He's had a whiskey.
Then you see the fucking snowfall, mate. The ice cream coming down. You're like, how am I meant to deal with this?
Biscoff crumbs, not. What's going on here?
Aye,
mate. The belly did not have a good time, bro. That is for sure. I was fucking mad. I was shitting.
Aye.
I was shitting.
Were you up to any antics?
I was me and James's wee brother.
What kind of mad with did you end up? Very jovial?
Mate, I ended up like dancing with my granny all night, mate. Like I was like every cunt was dancing, but it was one of the days that I was like This is a pure best night ever. Like, I was purely looking at it like my dad's pals feel like that. I've known since that wee guy. Just like, fucking love you, mate.
Me and you, remember? A year ago.
Fucking love you, mate. And then seen like mate, my great granny, my granny mate, she's 96.
Fucking hell, she up on the dance floor?
Up dancing, bro, at 11 o'clock at night. Cut of sherries and that.
Wrecked?
It was a fun ass time, bro. There was a DJ on at the end. There was a band on at the start. It was a fucking party.
Mate, we should order 2 sherries next time we go out and see what happens.
Mate, we should wear kilts and order sherries everywhere.
Excuse me, 2 sherries.
What do you think about a kilt? You think I'm being...
No, I get it. I think it does bring you back to your roots.
Stuff that matters.
You feel like, this feels right.
Feels xenophobic and that.
Mate, no, it...
I've got English family, they were there and I was not too happy with them.
No.
I was looking at them like...
Got to go and tip their table.
The Viking, bro. The Viking nearly come out.
Jeez, man.
The modern Viking.
The modern Viking. That could be the next name. Mate, no, it's a mad thing, mate. And I was thinking about this, that you can reveal or not, mate. I'm not going to force you, but,
Okay.
but I would love an answer here, right? I was thinking it's hilarious that people send dick pics. I like think how nuts that is, right? Were you if you...
I've seen a dick pic or two, mate.
Yes,
I have not for years and years, bro. Like I think I was proud of him when I was a wee boy. See, when I was a lot younger,
Get a good angle.
I was proud of that guy.
Have you grown run it?
I've grown out it, mate.
This is big. Why is that staying the same size, but everything else is growing? Fuck.
The eyes are too big for you.
Mate, where's Le Monster? Did I put it in the fridge?
Oh, you gotta get tripping.
I'm gonna get fucking out my box, mate.
Can I tell you? I have a couple things to tell you. I had a mad weird existential crisis today. Do you want to hear about it? So I was listening to a podcast, right?
Thank you, bro.
I was listening to a podcast, and a guy on it was talking about having a wank when he said his grannies when he was a wee guy. Right, he was talking about like how he done it, and he was like, oh, like, but and it was a comedy thing. It was funny the way he was talking about it. Right, every time, bro. We need to start getting a compilation of everything you fucking dribbled in yourself on this fucking podcast.
Mate, why did I just never learn?
You miss, mate. You
It's
miss
like
completely.
my bird doesn't even really 100% know left and right, mate.
Oh, near does my sister, near does Sarah.
It's like oh yeah, and I'm like, wow.
You ever been given directions by somebody that doesn't know left and right?
Aye, all the time.
It's murder, bro.
It ends in absolute chaos, mate.
What are you doing?
Left. Why you going that way? Mate, we were going to and my maiden's in London right now, mate, living it up, big city gal.
Yeah, down the Big Apple.
She's down there living it up. Probably cheating on me.
Probably
Captain Boys. Probably cheating on me. I'll be making the videos when your girlfriend says, "Up in your shower and
reading a text or something. Mate, you're good at it. I was saying that earlier on. I think you've got what it takes for Hollywood,
the
bro.
acting chops.
You've got what it takes, I think, mate. Jenna, being serious, mate, I think you've got what it takes to go to Hollywood and absolutely kill it.
Ruin it, mate.
Would you, bro? See if like...
If a big offer came in?
Would you... No.
What would you cast me in? What would you like tell me a movie and you could play that role?
Oh, let's do it, mate. I know already the fucking arsehole brother for Step Brothers.
What? Oh,
with the Rangy and that.
Oh, I can be
anything he is
basically I'm that.
What's that cunt's name?
Derek. But you the actor. Adam something.
That Adam Levine or something? No, that's Divine, that's a cunt. But that you could play the wee guy from Malcolm in the Middle when you were a wee guy, but
actual Malcolm?
Aye, you could play Malcolm.
I thought you meant Mad Dewey,
No, not
tard,
Dewey, bro.
His name's Adam Scott.
Adam Scott, aye. Anything that cunt's in, mate.
I think that's what I've got in my locker.
I'm trying to think I like Pacino. Every Pacino film, bro.
Mate, people have said I look like people say that's what I look like when I'm older.
Can you
Pacino?
Mate, you look like him. You look like young Pacino, which is not he's a handsome guy.
Right, let's but
say, I want to give you lines to say for Pacino things, right? So have you seen Sicario?
Can we put the AC on?
It's fucking
I'm fucking boiling, man.
I'm sweating. Will it fuck up the sound?
Oh no,
mate. What's wrong with you?
I'm too warm, mate.
It's undignified.
I'm simply, mate, I've got the sniffles. I'm no well. I'm tired, mate.
And you're about to get challenged, mate. So have you seen Sicario? No, it's no Sicario. That's a mad action film. What's the mad one about him and fucking... He's the police. I'm trying to think. I'm had good Pacino quotes, and I can't think of any of his
Fuck
films. Bro.
Pacino, mate. Fuck.
You all like him though.
I'll take a bit of Pacino.
They're a bad guy bit for Scarface.
Aye. You wanna make me the bad guy?
You wanna make me the bad guy? Fuck you. I don't even know it. Fuck you. Fuck you.
It was good.
Fuck all of you.
Say fuck you little fucking cockroach.
Fuck you, little fucking cockroach.
Mate, that is good. Is Cuban in that, isn't he? Your day look a bit Cuban, bro.
That's
who I'd play. I'd cast you in a lot,
Mark
mate.
Cuban.
I'd cast you in Motorcycle Diaries. If
Mate,
there's a
tell
Richie
me,
Guevara.
sorry, before we forget, tell me about fucking Trawler fucking...
Mate.
Tell me, like, because we were talking before we started, how good are Mad Dashers?
Aye.
Like, ones that are on, like, Dave and all that. Like,
Dave's the
Dave.
fucking best one,
Dave.
mate. But
Mate.
it's always on like gold, you know. It's like my dad goes on to like the Discovery Channel, but then watches mad motor restorations and just watches like a mad 67 Mustang turn for like brown to green and just be like,
fucking good job, babe.
see that panel beating?
That's fucking brilliant.
Fucking good. He put fucking $100,000 on that more. Like, he just says shit like that to me, but it's like
See numbers fly by
so
him?
my Da Films. I want to see if you agree with me, right? So Da's have got Da Films and Da programs, right?
Give us an example of a Da film.
So a Da film for me, for my Da, is like The Hateful Eight, fucking like, I don't know, Pulp
Just a good
Fiction.
film.
Aye,
Just a good film.
they're usually
General
good films.
good movies.
Casino, shit like that. Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, that's a Da classic. My dad loves Layer Cake.
That's a good movie.
Layer Cake's unreal, but that's what I mean, they're good, and the programs are good enough. For a program, it's Storage Wars, fucking what was the other one? Trawler Men, right?
What is that? Tell us about Trawler Men, because I think you've made this up, bro.
No, I used to watch this thing. It was on BBC, mate. Me and my dad, and there was like a mad narrator. It was a Scottish narrator. I don't know if it was a Scottish program. Maybe it probably is BBC Scotland. That's why it's not pure known everywhere. I mean, I thought this was like, I thought if I just said here, mind Trawler Men, you'd be like, aye, bro.
Obviously.
But it was because we were talking about like Dragon's Den. And we were talking about like how dramatic they make it and that, and I was like thinking about the mad programs I used to watch with my dad and be like, oh, in there, oh, right, like just like make mad noises for 2 hours, and then I'd go upstairs. But like,
Noises.
oof, fucking yeah.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah, though.
yeah,
It's good, that.
yeah.
Mate, that, like,
The
that.
Trawler Men, mate,
Aye,
was
tell us
like
about
it was like cunts. It filmed for a full fishing season or whatever. It would film this mad big boat that was like trawling, so it's like big nets that they drop down at the bottom of the sea and then just drive sail through it and then like pick up all the mad prawns and all that. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
It's like the kind of all that shit. It's like shellfish and that mainly, I think.
What, and then like they go sell it to like...
Aye, but it's like
They're showing you the
it's
process
like,
of it.
So it will say like, John and the crew are I've got a tip off from the blah that there is bounties to be found and the blah 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 and that. And it's like, but then when they come back and it shows you the net coming up and there's hardly anything in it, and it's like, they're not going to get much for that. No. And it was pure like
dramatic music.
Aye, and then it was like them talking about like, so if we don't catch more prawns in the next 2 weeks, their families won't eat. Or shit like that. Like, it's pure like dramatised.
kitchen
know what
nightmare stuff.
Oh mate, aye, it's proper, mate, and it's like it is the most gripping thing ever. And you're watching these cunts. Like I told Jamie, I was like, type in Trawler Men best clips because I thought it would be a mad compilations on TikTok.
Cunts catching fucking crabs.
Oh,
and
mate. No, but it's the weather, bro, and it's the mad situation, and it's like it shows you. Now you always see the boats, and it's like, would you work on this for 50 grand a day? And it's like a mad boat going through waves.
Aye.
It's like that, but you see the mad where they sleep in that, and it's like they're we're just going to play cards tonight if the rain stays off, no? And it's like their mad life, mate, and they're in the mad bays like doing that, and then they'll just hear like and they'll be like, oh, we better get down to the beds, boys, not like they do.
What a life, mate.
It's the most
Couple of
depressing,
seamen.
the most entertaining and depressing like thing you ever watch.
Wait, did they ever get a bit? Is there ever great moments where they get a big catch in that?
Mate, see if they
Oh, look at the beautiful
Mate,
prawns!
see when they secure the bounty, mate. See when they get some lobsters and that. It's always a mad. Oh, we're eating good tonight. It's like you're in it with them, mate.
Aye.
You want them to do well.
Aye, mate, it's the same as I end up watching this show called. It's a mad one. I hope you don't know about it actually. Alaskan bush people. Can you pull them up?
Mate,
the laptop fuck? Mate, we'll put a picture of the Alaskan bush people.
Right.
Mate,
Can you tell me about this? My dad watches this all the time, or he
mate,
used to.
It's like these people who live in Alaska, but they live like like in the woods, mate. Like they make fucking. We need to actually watch it on like a Patreon or
I want
something.
to stay it then. Patreon next week we'll record.
Patreon next week we'll fucking be watching Alaskan Bush people.
It's so fitting,
Aye,
innit?
mate, you honestly, you'll love it, mate. It's like the episode I watched was like, so it's this like family of like brothers, right? And it's like the brothers, and then like this dad, and they're exactly how you'd imagine them, mate. They're pure out living, like making their house out of trees and that.
Are they like indigenous peoples?
No, mate. No, they're just like mad root. Like we just live outdoors.
Oh,
We just live outdoors.
Oh, I like that.
And like, mate, the episode I watched, like, there's one of them that's pure feral almost, and he's like always like hanging for trees and all that.
the
right?
Whitakers. That's mad rap
mate,
for the
it's like
Whitakers.
a couple of moms and dads like fucking so it's like it's madness. But the episode I watched, it's like these brothers go into the mad local town. They go to a bar and they're trying to like chat up these lassies, and like it's like what are they called? I can't remember their name. Hold on, I need to get their name, mate. But could you look for their name on your phone, actually?
And what? So are you following just their survival?
You're just following their life, and it's like it's the same thing, but it's like they're at the start of the episode they're trying to build their house for like see how quickly the sun fucking dropped there. We gotta get building, boys. And like they need to build like a fucking gaff for the winter, or they'll freeze to death and shit. They don't have a house, mate. They have like one truck. That's all they've got, mate. So
I
they're
think I
trying
found
to
them.
build.
I think I found them.
What's the surname?
Billy Brown, Rain Brown.
The Browns, mate.
The
Browns, bro.
One of them's called Snowbird Brown.
I mate, they're fucked, bro. But anyway, so they're trying to build this thing, and it's like, oh man, it's the rain coming on, we gotta get a move on. And then like they build a bit, and it's like the old wise guy, he's got a cowboy hat on that, and he's like sitting, he's like, one of those beams is off, and it's like if one of the beams is off, this is not
Don't
gonna.
you dare talk to me about beams.
They don't. If the beam's off, it's fucked.
It's
mate.
all fucked.
It's all about the beams.
Beams are probably more important than columns, mate. You know how important they are.
And they go together like fucking bacon egg, mate. but mate, so the episode then goes for like them, and then it's like the Brown brothers are heading out into the local pub, local bar to try chat up some women. Then it's like, and obviously I'm like, yeah, we don't see a lot of women and all that. Like they don't interact with anybody.
So there's a dad and two brothers.
There's a dad, a ma, four or five, but like four brothers, one sister, something like that, and they all look insane, bro. They've all, like one of them's got actual full-on mutton chops, but they head to this bar and they're like, well, some of the pickup line, or like it's like, oh, the boys appear to be just a little rusty, and it's the wee pharaoh one, the long hair going. It's like he talks to this bird and he's like, hello, and she's like, hi, and he's like, do you like climbing trees? That's the first thing he asks, and she's like, no, and he's like, she's like, do you? And he's like, I love climbing trees. I'm up trees most of the day. And she's like, oh, she gotta be dripping, brother.
Mate, I love this kid.
Mate, we need to watch it. We'll watch it next. We'll watch it. We'll watch it on Patreon.
What fucking absolute wench doesn't he like climbing trees? But there's nothing better
Mate,
in the world.
If the bitch, I'm going to like do a mad quote. Like, if the bitch don't like hanging about trees.
Mm-hmm. If bitch don't
can-
climb tree, don't talk to me.
She don't get on the knee.
Oh.
I don't get on one knee.
Oh, bro.
If the bitch don't climb tree, I don't get on one knee. No way.
No way, bro.
Absolutely no way.
No way, bro. If the bitch don't climb tree,
If she don't climb tree,
I no get on one knee.
she no get the ring, brother. That's all I say right now. Okay, I can't talk too much about it, mate. Have you seen on TikTok? Right, there's mad lives. How long we done by the way?
Mate, Annie, I've still to tell you about my existential crisis.
I sorry, you can tell me about that.
I know on 5, but at 15:15.
Oh, fucking battered this one, it, bro. Well, I tell you about we save my existential crisis for the Patreon, the Patterson. Are we doing a Patterson?
We're doing a Patterson. We're going on to the Patterson.
But anyway, so do you want to hear about this story now, or?
I want to hear about it right now, mate.
Right, okay. So do you remember what I said about I was listening to the podcast and the guy was talking about having a wank? and his grannies when he was a wee boy.
Oh, aye.
And I don't even know why we stopped talking about it.
Mate, we're ADHD fucking it on that, mate.
That's an insane thing to like just leave it that though.
How do we switch off
Like,
that?
because imagine I just never told it, because it's not even like it's not the best story ever, but I was like, I need to tell it now because I look at my I was listening to this podcast with this guy wanking his grannies, right?
That was
It's
it.
class. No, but it made me pure. I was driving the day I was driving down to work, listening to it, and it made me feel pure like, oh fuck, cunts have like their own lives. Like it was so weird. Like it was like that mad. Now when you're a wee guy, you have that mad Truman Show syndrome or whatever it's called, and it's pure like you think you're the mad only person about, and then you start realising, you start being empathetic to other people. Well, I done it with that. I was like, oh, cunts have grannies, and it's no my granny. Like I've got my grannies and my memories for being at my grannies, and I was like, I originally thought like, how the fuck would you even have a wanky or grannies? And I was like, oh fuck, his granny's bit was obviously heavy different from my granny's bit. Like
It was a wankable sort of
it was a wankable
arrangement.
granny's house, aye. So like she kind of went to his granny's and battled one out. But I was like, that's a pure insane thing in a good Catholic household.
Aye, can he be doing that, mate?
But then it made me think of just like imagine something like, because the person that was talking about it on the podcast, I kind of know feel like listening to the podcast tunnel, so I could like imagine that situation. I was like, that's wildly different from my life, and it's mad that there's just 8 billion of them.
What, 8 billion what?
Lives.
Just different
Perspectives on everything.
Aye.
Different memories, different collection of thoughts and that. It's mad. Do you feel what I'm trying to say?
Aye. I feel like I was gonna say everyone's got their own story, mate.
Aye, but
Everybody does, mate.
I mean, it's the truth.
It is the truth.
No two are different. No two are the same. Everybody's different. These are all doing amazing.
That's the funny thing about always thinking about, like, if you're at a stage in your life where you're like pure thinking about like, oh fuck, like how did they, like, oh shit, I shouldn't have posted that. I look like a pure fucking idiot. Look at me in that, like my hair looks stupid and that, man. And you're like, everyone's going to be looking at me, the state of that, and it's like nobody even cares at all.
Aye.
Nobody cares that much about anybody else that they're even like the fucking state.
Mate, you've reminded me of another Oppenheimer bit, but I'm no gonna keep ruining it. But I'll let you know what bit I was talking about. I'll just tell you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to ruin much, but there's a bit in it where like a guy is pure worried about what somebody says to somebody else. He's like, he's pure stressing out. Like, what the fuck did he say to him about me? Like, he said something about me. They're talking about me there, but what they were actually talking about was like much more important than him. If you know what I mean, it was two like important people talking about something, and when you find out what they were talking about, it's like that cunt pure thought it was about him, mate. Like,
Aye.
no, everything's about you fucking dauber.
Mate,
you know what I mean? And that's
the moral
the
of that
message
story.
of this podcast now and forever is nobody cares about you.
Nobody cares, mate. That my shogun thing, mate. Now that nobody cares, mate.
Nobody does, but
That's just life, mate.
That's-
Nobody does care.
that's the way you should live, mate.
Apart for yourself, you should care.
You should care about what everybody else is doing. If you see somebody posting something and they look pure weird, you should point it out to them.
Aye. Actually, we should start doing that.
I think we
that's
should
the try.
start caring. Aye. I've tried a complete 180.
Everybody start caring.
Start being more self-conscious.
Can't we all care a little more?
Start worrying about what you're doing every day.
Right, brother, let's switch over.
Aye, let's do
Troops, we're going on to the Patreon. We're coming hot and hard, mate.
Let's do it.
YouTube, Spotify, thank you so much for listening. And we'll see you later. Patreon.com/Reilly's Gaff.
Collaborating with Spotify, so now you can get your Reilly's Gaff Patreon content on Spotify very soon. So
Easy
if you've
listening.
not signed up, fucking what are you waiting for?
What are you doing, man?
What are you waiting for?
Right, goodbye.
Bye.